All right, everyone. Happy Tuesday. King 5 Meteorologist Adam Claibon here with you as we get ready to head into a active period for the North Cascades. We have snow on the way. Now, it's not huge amounts, but I think up to a foot could be possible here as we head over the next 24 to 36 hours. So this advisory that's going to be with us here starts up late tonight and will last until early Thursday morning. We'll have specifics for you on that coming up, but we'll also talk about the rain that's going to be around here for the next couple of days, but should be out of here by the start of the Mariners season on Thursday. Here's a look out at Snoqualmie Pass, and you can see cloudy skies there. We are going to see some snow, but we're not actually under the advisory that is in effect. Let's take a look at that right now. Winter weather advisory starting up at 11 p.m. tonight will last until 5 o'clock into Thursday morning for the generally central and north Cascades. And this is going to be from Stevens Pass and northward, where we could see anywhere between about 8 to 12 inches on average in those spots for those times. Now, as we continue on into the day for tomorrow, not quite as windy, but the winds will still be around for a few of us. We'll have some of those showers as we head into late morning throughout the afternoon, and then those should start to die off, and only a few of those showers around as we start off the day on a Thursday. Generally, though, dry and partly sunny with pretty nice forecast ahead as we head on into that evening for the Mariners and Guardians as they start up the MLB season here in Seattle. Looking out at WashDOT, the camera up at Stevens Pass. Again, one of the spots that will be under that winter weather advisory starting up late tonight. You can see generally just a few raindrops on there. It's been a warmer system for us again. Bellingham, you can see the ripples on the bay there because of the wind that we've been dealing with. We're under that wind advisory until earlier here into the evening until about 6 p.m. and then things should start to let up there. Our SchoolNet site here at Granite Falls, damp and cloudy and dreary, while a much different story as we look at Port Angeles here into our early part of our Tuesday evening. Plenty of clouds here in Seattle, and again, still expect to see a few of those showers around as we head on into the first part of the evening, but generally drier as we head on into the nighttime hours and into the start of the day for Wednesday. Here's a look at radar, and you can tell there's a lot of that moisture that is now well off to the east. We have started to dry things out. Southern part of the state still dealing with a good amount of rain, and then as you go farther towards the east too, it looks like a lot of rain over for those parts with a few sprinkles here over towards parts of the Olympic Peninsula and parts of Puget Sound and the Kitsap Peninsula. As that system heads off to the east, again, we are going to get that cooler air to settle on in, so that's going to help us lower those snow levels here as we head on into the next few days. Looking at Futurecast, a lot of that moving off to the east. You can see convergence zone activity still kind of remaining for us up farther north. That's where we're going to keep some of that rain and mountain snow going up this way as we head on into tonight. And you can definitely tell things start to get a bit more going as we head on into the late part of the night and into early Thursday. And that's when I think Baker definitely will be piling up a lot more on the mountain snow at that point. This next disturbance that's coming in, that's 7 o'clock. You can see that impacting parts of the Olympic Peninsula at that point. It's going to make its way eastward and then start to find its way closer here to Puget Sound as we head on into the latter part of the morning and throughout the early afternoon. That's 1 p.m. You can see that moving on by, and maybe even low enough snow levels that some of those higher hilltops getting closer to about maybe 1,500 feet. 2,000 feet could see a few snowflakes trying to mix on in with this, but you can see the big blast of snow that we're expecting as we head on into more of the afternoon into the evening across the Cascades. That will hang on for a little while longer across Stevens Pass with convergence zone activity, and then early into Thursday morning, 4 o'clock, a lot of that beginning to die on off, and we'll continue on. Looks like plenty of sunshine for the day on Thursday, and it should be pretty nice and decent as we head on into the evening. Mariners will be starting off their season at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. here. You can see things very clear and very quiet. Let's talk about rain totals still. We are expecting about another 1/10 to a half an inch on the way for many of our locations. So we'll keep the higher amounts farther north where we could see a bit more of that. And then you can definitely tell that there is going to be a drastic cutoff once we head on into the end of the work week with all the moisture gone. And as far as the snow that we're going to be seeing here, it's going to be pretty decent again. Central and North Cascades and really Stevens Pass northward is where we see that close to a foot or if not more of snow ahead for the area, while Snoqualmie Pass, Crystal Mountain, White Pass, not going to be doing quite as well, but we are at least going to get a little something. And up around Paradise, expecting close to about a half a foot of snow. All right, back to Mariners opening day. Looks like we are expecting to see a open roof type of evening for us as most of the moisture will be gone. Partly sunny skies. You see those temperatures, though, in the low 50s to upper 40s eventually as we head on into the night. going to be a tad chilly, so make sure that you are dressing for that cooler weather. For tonight, we're going to drop those temperatures down in the upper 30s to low 40s, so there's the colder air beginning to settle on in. Tomorrow's highs, upper 40s around Orcas Island. Anacortes is getting up to 47. We'll top off at about 49 in Marysville. Coopville reaching a high of 49 degrees. Lower 50s around Redmond and in Bremerton. Bainbridge Island getting up to 50 degrees. Maple Valley up to 50. We'll see a high of 49 around Belfair. Puyallup up to 52. Upper 40s around Tenino. Yelm up to 50 degrees and 49 in Olympia. Farther south along I-5, all the way down towards Longview, 50 degrees there, 49 in Centralia. Upper 40s out towards the coast, mid 40s farther north along the coast in Claylock and Tahola. 46 in Nia Bay, we'll reach a high of 49 in Quilcene, and Port Angeles topping off at 46 degrees. Your 7-day forecast, things still going to be wet and gloomy here for one more day heading into Wednesday before we do start to see a drying trend heading on into Thursday. And again, if you are heading out to the Mariners season opener on Thursday, forecast is looking really decent for you there. And then once we continue on, you can see for the weekend, if you have any plans on heading to those games, mostly sunny skies, and we're going to see temperatures up near the 60-degree mark, so even warmer weather to come at that point. All right, everyone, well, try to enjoy your Tuesday night and make sure to prepare again for a bit more of that rain heading to the day tomorrow. And if you're trying to travel across Stevens Pass at any point late tomorrow and heading into tomorrow evening, definitely prepare and take it very easy once that snow starts to break on out. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.